G'day everybody and welcome back to the Hardball Gets AFL show. Today on the podcast, it is our hot takes for season 2026, bold predictions, call them what you will. If you haven't subscribed to the pod wherever you're listening, please do that. Leave a rating, leave a review, and the most important step of all, as we know, is to tell your mates. All right, well, let's get stuck in with a very special new introduction.
Today, we are part of something truly special.
Am I right to rock and roll from here?
I think we can rock and roll from here. You do the plug. We got a very special plug.
Okay, before we get to that, hey, we're putting a little competition together here at Hardball Gets, and we're happy to keep producing content for our listeners, which we absolutely love. But we are calling on a bit of a favour in return, and it's an easy favour. All you got to do is we're going to do footy tipping this year. It's pretty simple stuff.
Yes.
We would love every one of our listeners to head to thegame.com.au. We're going to set up a Hardball Gets tipping code.
It's already set up.
A team, so like a little competition amongst ourselves. Now, the code word, if you would believe it or not, is null. So sign up at thegame.com.au.
N-U-L-L. N-U-L-L.
So
no spaces.
No spaces. So to join our competition, it's null. Now, we've got some, not only are we obviously going to be in the running for some enormous prizing as it is, but internally amongst our group, we're going to give away a $500 gift voucher to a random listener who joins the competition before opening round. So jump on it. If you're listening to it and you're on the public transport or whatnot, there's an app as well. So get the app.
For that one, you don't even have to do
Don't have to do anything. You just got to sign up.
Just join up.
Just join our little
and then
army.
you don't even have to tip all year.
No, join our little army, and then at the end of it all, and say you are the top tipper. So for getting everyone external from our group, because those prizes are enormous, we'll get to them in a minute, $1,000 gift card as well.
Yeah.
So
the best hardball gets tipper.
The best hardball gets tipper. So again, thegame.com.au, and enter our league, and the code word is null, without any spaces, N-U-L-L.
Right, and if you sign up by Feb 22, you automatically enter the draw to win $10,000 thanks to Thirsty Camel, and that's for everyone who signs up to the game, not just the Hardball Gets competition, but do it in the Hardball Gets competition.
And then layering on top of that, season top tipper gets $50,000 worth of tab touch across the entire game.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, $50,000 thanks to tab touch.
That's a lot of money.
And every round, $1,000 thanks to Thirsty Camel for the top tipper.
What we want
in
from
our
this,
competition.
what we want from this is we want the Hardball Gets group to be the biggest group.
Yes.
So we're calling on all the getters.
Yeah, we are.
And we know you're out there. So just sign up and join thegame.com.
Do us a favour.
We've been telling...
We do you so many favours.
Well, we don't. We wouldn't say we do favours. But we would love you to do us a favour. And it don't take long. It takes you 20 seconds.
Null's
the code word. Thegame.com.au. There's an app there too that you can download and tip via the app. It's pretty easy, and if you are really good at it, you're in the chance to win $50,000 total.
Yeah.
But in amongst our group, of course, we have prizes along the way as well.
$500 for doing nothing. Just
nothing.
Joining.
Yep.
Just joining up.
Hello, welcome back, Rono.
Oh, okay.
And hit it again, Joshy, please.
Today, we are part of something truly special.
Got it.
Now, I just need to, I'm going to address you how I'd address you at the Scarborough Sporting.
All right, you do your bit.
What the was that? What happened to you?
All right, now
I'm hoping you say AI and technology.
It wasn't you. Yeah.
that was me. I listened back because someone texted me and said you're going to have to listen to the pod, and I knew you idiots were going to come at me.
Well, we did. Someone else came.
The listeners helped us out.
As I was listening, I was like, "What the am I doing?" Right, that doesn't sound like me at all.
No.
And I think I know what's happened.
Well, explain.
I know what's happened. So on the Thursday night before Origin, there was a big AFL launch, and I hosted the back half of it.
Yep.
So
who hosted the front half?
Kath Lachlan did the welcomes and the introducing the speakers, and then my job was I had 2 or 3 really. Was part of it was to interview the captains and the coaches, which did, but before that I had to get everybody on the stage. So I was the guy who read out the numbers.
Yeah.
And number 3, so number 4. But when I got handed the sheet, I was like, this is like a dream come true. Because one of my favourite things from footy as a kid was grand final day.
When they read your name out.
Craig Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he do.
Oh, we can tell.
We can tell
So
that.
we can tell Craig Willis has had an influence.
We still haven't got to the part of what you're actually doing.
No, so I don't think I did it deliberately, But I think
But you couldn't do that voice if I told you to
But,
try.
but if you listen to it, that is a terrible version of Craig
Yeah,
Willis.
absolutely.
Because like I'm trying to channel
can
Craig
you,
Willis.
Can you please?
I can't do it again.
I
I don't even know how I did
to do it.
I don't know how I did it. Like, and I was, to be fair, it's very.
No, I'm not being critical. I'm
No,
just unsure what it was.
I don't understand it either. So I will say this: when you I'm used to. Talking down a camera where there's a lot of people watching, but you don't see them.
Yeah.
Or hosting a function where there might be 2,000 people there, but 2,000 people. When you step up in front of the mic and there's like 60,000 there and there's another 2 million watching elsewhere, it's very different. And so, like, I think I got in that situation. I was like, well, I better speak really clearly and carefully. And then
Do you feel like that was it? Clear. A bit of clarity has caused this issue.
If I spoke like that all the time,
I wouldn't be in the podcast with
No.
you.
you reckon it'd be
Nah,
worse?
it'd
Ears would be bleeding.
I thought it was pretty good.
For a one-off.
Or a
doesn't-
shit Craig Willis.
It doesn't sound like me. It sounds
No.
like if Craig Willis had a son who just didn't inherit any of the depth.
Okay, once more, then we'll let it go.
Today, we are part of something truly
We are
special.
part of
Really?
something.
What the was I doing?
Please stand.
Like I hadn't heard it back.
Take your hats off.
And so when I listened to it, I was like, they've doctored that.
I must have been walking from
You must have missed it.
from
Yeah, I
room
missed
to
it.
room or whatever because I missed it all. If I had been there at the time, I actually would have walked out on the ground and said, mate, I don't know what you're trying to do.
Please stop.
But please, I'm going to have too much fun with this. So
I'm glad,
stop.
Do you know what? I'm glad you can be honest with me because everyone else has just said, oh, you did a great job with the intro. So I was like, did I? Are we sure? I might leave that
But
one
it
next time.
just shows how many people probably weren't listening.
Yeah.
Like, if I would have been
great.
listening, I'd be like, what is that?
I might leave that next time.
You
When
reckon?
they ask me, I might just say, look, let's not for me.
Is Craig Willis available?
That was not
That's not for
And
me.
hold on a
Stand in
minute.
your
Don't
lane.
think you're getting
That's
through this
not for me.
unscathed because your performance on the weekend was
Exceptional.
disgraceful. Is what
Have
I
we
would
figured out
describe.
how you got on how you got an invite to the
Well,
boat?
no. So I was going to be on the boat, but I had to work.
Yeah,
So
oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
go on the boat, but I heard that this man was going on.
I'm
the
a
boat.
company man, mate.
So he
Oh,
gets
yeah, so
invited
you
on
got
this
51%.
very exclusive,
50.1.
very exclusive invite. There's only
Oh, yeah.
40 people, I think, on this boat, maybe, and maybe even less by the
Less, I
time
think.
everyone turned
Yeah.
up. Well, there's two boats actually, wasn't it? It was side by side, two
Raft
yachts,
up.
side by side, raft up yachts. And so the first thing he does is he's in the water, floating off the back of Rotto. Rita Saffioti, Deputy Premier of Western Australia, is out there with him. They're having a chin wag about God knows what. Luke Hodge is out there, and I believe Nerida as well, our head of marketing's out there too.
Yeah.
I've been informed
Yeah.
of that later. I left her out of the first story. So there's four of them out there swimming. The chopper comes out, doubles back.
Yeah.
So old mate here, Captain Bravery,
Just
That was gutless.
leaves him in his
leaves
wake.
everybody for dead. Like pushes Rita off the float into the water. Tells Hodgie and Nerida to
she
get
was
stuffed.
scrapping just as quick. She was eager to get on the back too.
I heard she was swimming behind him and he kicked her in the face. 'Cause
no.
his theory
Away.
was, his
Stop.
theory was the shark will get her and then I'll get away.
Well, that's why I did go first. There was no kicking, but I did leave everyone behind me.
and,
Yes.
then he hustles himself up onto the back, like all trying to pretend that he's a hero
But
because he saved himself.
I think I mentioned it
Aquaplanes.
earlier. You know that the seal or the walrus or whatever that was sinking all the boats
that was you.
off New Zealand. That's what I looked like when I jumped on the
Imagine
back.
that. And the
Wasn't
thing
it
is,
killer
too-
whales were singing boats everywhere?
But the
Yeah.
thing is, too, if that shark had been in the vicinity and there was the four of them, he knows he would have been the one who got
Oh,
it.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
If you're
Oh.
a shark, you're looking at it going, come
Are
on.
these the less
Nah,
do they
it's
eat? Like, you feel
delicious.
like a very pale seal.
Oh, the albino seal.
Yeah.
Very rare. Very
Delicacy.
rare. Delicacy.
That's a delicacy of the shark.
Well,
mate.
that's why I'm also dodging the Japanese boats because I'm also the albino whale who's dodging harpoons.
So all the telethon, all the people who came over for the game, the State of Origin,
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
It was a
they were like,
scene.
oh, I didn't realise you were going whale watching.
I did.
So
I
ditch
did.
it out
I
of
did put on
season.
a scene to get out of the water.
So-
The best part was people had a laugh at.
So
my
then he has 15 single fins,
Yes.
right? Which is
No,
does
incorrect.
20.
I started on champagne at about 8:30 in the morning.
That's a terrible idea. You're only allowed to drink single fins.
and you can imagine the talk to myself too. Don't make a dick of yourself.
Yeah.
Don't, make a
Yeah,
dick of
you're-
yourself.
you're
Don't
a
start
big
drinking.
company.
Don't
Ooh,
start
champagne.
drinking. Don't-
Don't
and then
embarrass
bang
yourself.
9:30 champagne.
so,
Orange juice as well? Or
Nah,
just
just raw-
straight?
just straight.
so he
Bulldog.
decides to tell someone extremely important, someone that
Yes.
can make or break careers,
Yes.
There's not many more important. I wouldn't.
that he
No, no, like sort of West Australian media.
I
that
probably
he
think
has-
maybe spread farther than
Yeah,
that.
well,
he
yeah.
declares that he has something he can donate to telethon
Yes.
at the end of the year to this person. And great, this is excellent. Anything we can do for telethon. And he wants to auction off his perfectly rounded, shaped, prime testicles.
It's like a prize bull.
I don't know how I got there.
Because apparently he went to an appointment once and the doctor said, these are perfectly shaped testicles. So now he thinks that is something that would be auctioned off at telethon.
Well, is this like this in front of IVF thing? Or?
No, he declared this in front of all the executives from the AFL, from SCA, from
everyone.
Seven.
I was the only one representing SCA. Don't worry about
Just
that.
imagine him out there, he's mankini.
50.1.
Like on the stage at the telethon ball.
The next year.
No, don't.
The next bloke, they're winding it back.
Well, you know how they do the thing where we got a gold bar and you auction the gold bar off and it gets to I'm making up numbers. One bloke's hitting 900,000 and the guy who wins it bits $1 million.
Yeah.
And they go, actually, we've got a second one. So the 900 bloke gets it too. So we could auction off one of his nuts.
I haven't slept
and the
for
other
a week.
one comes up.
And then the other, we've actually got a second perfectly shaped
thing which
testicle.
still staggers
I haven't
me
slept for a week over this.
We've established over the years that your scrotum's burnt
Yeah,
and disformed.
Yeah, but the nuts inside are great.
Yeah,
perfect.
the nuts are
Absolutely.
So just slice open the
So
scrotum.
again, I've told the story a few times. My back is giving me some grief. I thought I was having issues with my right testicle. So and I support every guy out there to go see a doctor if you have men's health problems.
Absolutely.
I went and had a scan where walk in ultrasound, beautiful warm gel. And the lady also had students. And so they were in on the scan as well. And you're just laying there with your beanbag sitting there. And as she was scanning, she was like, oh my God, these are perfect testicles. And you don't reckon that was like a red rag to a bull. And I had to just say, what do you mean by that exactly? And it turned out, now I don't understand. Maybe they're looking
Don't understand testicles?
No, maybe they're looking for 3 in particular things when they're scanning for health.
Right,
and
you've ticked all of the
my
boxes.
3 were roaring.
Probably because they haven't been used in years.
It's very full.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into today. We have got the hottest.
Just quickly.
Yeah.
I haven't slept for a few nights thinking about those comments, that announcement. How do we think it washed over?
No, I think you landed okay somehow. I don't know how. I don't know how many people could tell that story and be okay, but somehow you might have improved your status.
Yeah.
All right, so today we are going full hot take.
Yep.
Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith style. We are going to say stuff that people are going to go, that's ridiculous. Now, I started jotting mine down and I had some that I was, that's not hot enough.
There you go hotter.
I've started reasonably gentle.
I'm the same.
Well,
and then I've exploded.
So we're going to start at our 5th hottest take.
So this is
We've
just a
done
warm-
5
We're going to
each.
go mild to spicy.
Yeah, so I reckon, Rhino, you start because
Okay.
this is, and then I can, if I need to really make something up in my head really
I've got to
quickly.
figure out which one's my mildest one. Okay.
Oh, you haven't ordered them already?
No, but I know which ones will be my hottest one. Okay. My mildest hot take. Are we doing 2 minutes? Are we doing 2 minutes?
Well, let's just talk it out.
No, let's just talk it out.
Yeah, we'll just.
Okay. My mildest hot take, because I think this is going to happen.
Yeah.
I think Stephen Cornelio finishes top 3 in the Giants' best and fairest.
Jeez.
I think it's a bounce back year for
On what
Cornelio.
evidence?
You said the Origin? You watch
it's
Origin after that?
Yes, I think it's.
You went home embarrassed.
Yeah, just go, yeah.
Put it this way, they've got all the injuries as well, so a lot of people aren't playing.
Oh, of course.
So I think he's in the best shape of his career. He's had the best preseason he's had. I had top 5 and it wasn't spicy enough, so I made it top 3. All right, I think he's going to play a lot of footy. I think he's going to play in a good role. I think he's the best shape he's ever been. So he's had
Mate, he's 32.
He's had nerve damage in his legs for
Well, that's what happens when
years.
you got old age.
Yeah, when
but
you're
no, that's been
43.
repaired.
Oh, bullshit.
He's ready to go. So I told you,
Okay,
these are hot
spice.
takes.
Okay, spice,
All right,
spice,
you want me to
spice.
say top 10?
Top
and
3.
Lads Nick will come out and say, Cornelio will be top 15 in their best and fairest.
I guess a good one.
No, dude,
I'm a bit nervous. I'm actually a bit nervous, feels. But no, my rationalisation is he's healthy. He's had the nerve damage fixed.
I don't know if how do you fix nerve damage?
I don't know. You
Chop the
do
nerve
some
off.
surgery, relieve it. I don't know. Just
Okay.
Burn the end.
get it in there.
I'm asking for a friend downstairs.
I don't know how it happens, but it happened. You've got Tom Green out for the year. You've got
Yeah.
Bedford's missing half a year, probably.
Sam Taylor, high grade hamstring.
Yeah, he's going to miss it. Doesn't need
Yeah,
surgery,
that
but he's going to miss
but it's still
time.
high grades a
That's
long
very
time.
aware.
Josh Kelly's missing a bunch of the season, so they're
Yeah.
desperate for midfield help.
Yep.
I know they've said Toby will play in there. He'll play in there a bit, but they're going to need him up forward too.
Toby, we don't-
so
I
I
don't
just
like
think
Toby as a midfielder.
I think
So
it's
someone-
health, it's opportunity, and it's a bit of a throwback. And I also just really like Stephen
Well,
Cornelio.
I
He's one
like
of the best guys in footy.
Yeah.
I'll echo that because remember I took the boys down to the Giants room a couple of years ago? Steve Canelio straight in, grabbed my boys and took them for photos.
Wow.
And I don't know Steve. Like I don't know him at all. Like he was
He is
so and his parents,
A-class human.
His parents came over and entertained or made M feel welcome.
Yeah.
And then he took my boys to meet Toby Green and
Do you know
stuff.
Canelio means rabbit in Italian? Yeah. Well, years ago, I was doing something about Canelio, and people keep responding something about a rabbit. I was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah.
I looked it up. Yeah, Canelio
We used to have
means
rabbit
rabbit.
stew a lot.
Really?
Drop the dead
Canelio
rabbits off.
stew.
I used to have pet rabbits. Little
Yeah, we had
pricks.
pet
They used to
rabbits.
scratch the shit out of you.
Yeah.
On the farm.
On the
On
farm.
the property.
Country,
on
soul of the earth.
On the
Zero property,
Yeah.
just a little
On the
little-
acreage.
just
Yeah,
a
you
little,
don't have
just a
rabbits on
little
the acreage.
farm.
One thing you do to rabbits on the acreage.
On the ranch.
Yeah. All right, am I going next?
Yeah, sure. Go
all
on.
right,
Next
my
one. This is
mildest
your,
one.
Your mildest
My mildest
take.
one.
This is you're having Mexican, but it's for the kids, so you have to just have that, the regular.
And this
flavour.
is quite mild intro.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to warn you ahead of it. It's just Marcus Bontempelli finally gets his Brownlow. So he's finished runner-up in 2021, 2023, 6th last year, and he missed 5 games.
It's
He's
missionary.
coming into this. This is very missionary.
that's
Just
okay.
wait.
This is mayonnaise instead of actual taco sauce.
It takes a turn. Don't worry.
Here we go.
Yeah, no, mine takes a turn.
But yeah, he'll get his Brownlow. He'll be acknowledged as the player of his generation.
Okay, so Bont caps the career.
Caps the career.
It's not hot, but it's fine.
Well, he's not going to.
That's fine. No, well, mine's fine too. So, for example, when I start mine, I just want to put something on the record officially.
Okay, so why Bont now?
Because why not?
So the dog's going to win
Why
enough
not?
games. He's
Defend it?
he's the big guy.
Well, he's just going to play the whole season, and there's not. I don't know if there's enough people around him who's going to take the votes off him.
Okay.
There was other guys.
All right.
He's
Do
going to
you
get it.
think it's his last chance?
Yes.
I think the clock is ticking on him being the guy. What do you think of the new haircut? I'm not a
It's
fan.
a bit weird. It's a bit altar boy kind of.
He's got the curly, because Harley's got this too.
Oh.
The curls at the front.
No,
What is
look,
that?
Bond can't do wrong.
I just,
That's true.
You know what?
He has opened a cafe in Melbourne, so you have to, if you're going to be a barista,
I think I just saw him doing a baby thing. What do you do when you announce?
He's having a baby?
No, you announce
Yeah, he's having a
gender
baby.
reveal.
Announce the gender reveal.
He's having a baby.
What do you think of gender reveals?
Nah, not a fan. I was at the park on the weekend. Someone was trying to do a gender reveal, and then like an entire country basketball team rocked up and stood behind him in the park doing like rah rah rahs.
Did you do a gender reveal?
We did, not for the first one, not for Avery. For William, we had all the family around, and Avery just walked around the corner holding a blue balloon. That was it.
So that's a gender reveal.
But not really. It was just
That's
like,
general.
no one knew what it was, and it was like, well, we'll let Avery announce it. Here's,
So
here's
I-
a balloon.
I
Like, it wasn't
Liz
like a cut
wanted-
a cake open and,
First one, Liz wanted me to, so like just ordered a cake, gave it to her. She opened it. It was pink.
So that's a gender reveal.
That's
Yeah,
a
but it's not like it wasn't a big party.
It's a gender reveal.
Okay, well, no.
What did you do?
They're fine. Then
Nothing.
Change my mind.
This is why he was so
Nothing.
ready to throw us under the bus.
Yeah, I know.
Losers.
Mate, just,
Okay, moving on.
Okay, this will be good.
No. We're slow early.
So far, I'm the hottest taker.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
you
you have
are.
started.
But I've sort of looked at my things, and they are in markets. So I've sort of got a value on what
okay, nice.
the option
Okay,
is.
yeah, sure.
So
I got on one of mine today, actually.
yeah. So well, I did too. I'm just going to go on the record officially. Just doing it. I've mentioned it in the podcast over the last couple of weeks. Adelaide will miss the 8.
Okay.
So from 1st to 9th plus, Adelaide will drop down. Their first 4 games go. Now, I think they could be 0-4. Collingwood at the G.
Yep.
Collingwood are favourites. I had a look at that. Then they play the Bulldogs, Adelaide Oval, but the Doggies I think the Doggies are going to be good this year. Then they go down to the Alphabet Stadium in Geelong,
Jeez.
and then they play Fremantle.
But do they?
That's Good Friday, isn't it?
Not sure,
I
but
think it is.
but they could in a world there's 0-4.
So they missed the 8, or
Going-
they missed the
No, missed the
10.
8.
Going to gather
8.
round. Oh,
Eight.
Wildcard.
8.
Wildcard.
8 is what I've taken. That's $6. I've taken that. You go through, and then they've got patches where they go Hawthorn, Geelong, Bulldogs. Like they've got some tough months of football.
I don't think this is a hot take anymore. I think everybody thinks this.
Well,
No.
$6. They can't.
Is it still $6?
$6 this
Mate,
morning.
they'll beat the Pies.
So you go-
Miss the 8 or finals?
Missed the 8.
Because
Missed the
throwing
8.
the wild card
Yeah,
thing.
This
no,
is
missed
what I
the
was
8.
trying to figure out. If you finish 8th or 7th, are you a wild card now?
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
play the wild card?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's top 6 and then wild cards.
So top 6 now has more value than it
Yeah.
used to.
But just go.
And everyone gets to host a final that finishes in the 8 now.
But just
Yeah.
going
7 and 8 host a wild
God,
card.
there's a lot of language change.
going through it really quickly. Dawson and then the Black Boot Boys is what we call them.
Yep.
Because
Berry and Saligo and Laird and
bring back Matty Crouch, all that sort of stuff. Rankin and Thriller, they're two it players.
And Rankin hammy already?
Yeah, Rankin hamstring. And then they got so much out of Tex last year. I don't think they're going to get that out of Tex this year.
There's a lot of Rochelle stuff.
And there's injuries. They've already lost the Irishman.
Archie's missing.
Archie's done. They've lost the Irishman down back. They've got
Mark
Dan
Keane.
Curtin gone. There it is. There's my
Even,
missionary statement.
Sid Draper's also injured. So.
Yeah, but I think
he was
going
to bounce.
I think he's going to play next week.
Oh, is he?
I think they've said that already. His was more like a
And I'm not sure if
groiny,
groin
which I don't
soreness.
like at
Me
all.
neither.
I'm not sure if I want him to play or not for my bet.
Okay. That's my second least hot take. Okay. Sam Darcy, 90 plus. And I'm basing this on the fact that I reckon he'll nudge the 80 mark in the home and away, 23 games now. I reckon, what's that, an average of about 3.5 goals a game? I can see him doing that.
Yeah.
That's
I've
about
got a
right,
Sam Darcy take coming, yes, but
and I think then I think
we
the
went over
Dogs
this.
play.
We liked 80.
Yeah, but I'm
90's
going up.
good,
I'm
yeah.
going 90 because I
So
think
you're just
those-
taking all your takes
Well,
and
I
added
think the
10%.
Yeah, I think the Dogs will play finals, and I think they might play two finals. And now, like, so if you finish, say they finish 7th, which might be where I might have them. The wild card is a whole nother game.
yeah, you get an extra week.
So he might end up playing 23 home and away, wild card,
then
elimination,
into the finals.
then another. He might play 3 finals and they don't even make a prelim.
And there's an extra 12.
So I feel pretty confident about him going 80 plus, and I think 90 is in play if he stays healthy. Because I don't think
He's got the giraffe limbs.
yes, I know that's what makes me nervous.
Which is the anxiety.
But I would say get him on him for the Coleman. I think he wins it in a canter.
Yeah,
I think
in a
he's-
canter?
I think so.
His second,
Tim and
his
Kerno.
favourite. His favourite.
Him
yeah.
and Kerno would be the two. Cameron seems banged up already to start the year. He'll come
Yeah.
home hard. But is that hot? That's not that hot.
90 plus is a big number.
90 is a big number.
The number's hot.
The number's hot. I got some really hot ones later.
Yeah, all right. Well, I'll go second one. Speaking of in a canter, we raised this as a maybe, but the more I go along, the more I'm fully invested now. The Cum Dog wins the Rising Star in a canter. Sam Cumming from Richmond.
Yep.
He's done some very special. There's been even since we raised him, there's been a couple of those the training vision where he won a 1-on-4.
Yeah. No, there's a bit of hype.
I'm in now. He's still paying $34.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's so far.
What
down the order.
did you announce your second favourite when you asked me to look?
He's definitely
I
not.
said he was second.
Yeah, then I couldn't find his name anywhere. I was like,
no,
where?
he's so he was Sandful under 18's MVP as a bottom major All Australian under 18 inside mid / forward.
Yep.
And Uze's already said he's shown some special traits.
Can I ask you a question?
Canter.
Are all of your takes just going to be stuff you've said before?
No, the next 3
that you
get good.
Okay.
Well, one of them of the next 3 is kind of I've hinted at, but it's a bit of
Okay.
Okay, so again,
an upgrade.
Sam Cumming.
Sam Cumming.
Sam Cumming is going to win the Rising
In a
Star.
canter.
In a canter.
Won't even be close.
Every judge will give him 5.
By round 15, the discussion's over.
Yeah.
so how many Brownlow votes was you going to poll?
Yeah, give him 12.
12
For
Brownlow
Richmond,
votes.
he'll
Yep.
win their votes then.
Yeah.
They're not going to win 4 games. So how's he's
getting
getting
4-12s,
he's getting
4-3s.
he's getting
6
polling
twos.
in losses.
2s and 1s.
That's huge.
Big year
He's
for
going to make
Cumming.
it.
All right, we're done with that one, Rinny.
Yeah.
You're happy to put your
Imagine
hat
if he
down.
doesn't get named round 1.
He's playing around 1, mate. Don't you bloody worry about it.
Now I've written a headline for mine.
Ooh.
Double dose
Ooh.
is the headline.
Oh.
Nick Dacos goes another year without the Collingwood best and fairest.
Oh, no, surely they're going to change the rules.
Darcy Cameron goes back to back.
Wow.
And in the markets, I've had a little look. There's a name missing when it comes to All Australian. Sherry, Gawn, Jackson, Grundy, English, TDK are the top 6 favourites to be All Australian.
You're on our
Cameron.
man.
Mark my words here. Darcy Cameron, All Australian ruckman, come round 23. Bang.
I like that.
$10 in the books. He'll win the best and fairest. Nick Dacos will be sitting there drinking his champagne, clapping him on stage.
Yep.
Craig
Bad
McRae
luck.
will have just said how
Thanks
everyone
for
has
coming.
respect.
Craig McRae will be like,
how
how do we change it again? He's still not winning it.
So there it is. That's mine. That's my second one. Back to back. Darcy Cameron, All Australian, crowned.
I love it.
There's 6 ruckmen in front of him.
Yep.
He's going to go. It's like a hurdles. He's just going to keep jumping them. Just going to keep jumping them to the end, and then they go, shit, what's his name? Darcy Cameron. That guy's pretty good. Yeah, he is.
He beat Max Gorn, didn't he, on the weekend?
He was very good on the weekend. He was very, very good. What did you pivot on Collingwood? What did you think about have you seen the Will stuff?
Oh, Yes,
Oh,
I
every
did.
club has it.
I did.
West
I
Coast
think-
has it.
But do they send it out
I
so
don't know
blatantly?
if it's that.
I don't know.
I think it's
How old
more
are you?
subtle than that.
Yeah.
So for anyone who hasn't seen, it's everywhere now, but Collingwood have sent out some information to their members to basically say, hey, if you die, leave everything to us or leave some
Or leave
stuff.
something.
Leave something to the Collingwood Football Club. We'll be
What
side
do
by
they-
side forever.
It's like, I was going to say Die
by
Hard
side
forever or
forever.
something. Side by side forever.
I just think, I tell you what, imagine the conversation. Like, imagine you've got these extremely wealthy
the reading
parents,
of the
right?
will.
and you're waiting for like your inheritance to come in. You're like, here we go. What are we going to get? It's Zave, right?
Yeah.
Like, Zave.
Yeah.
He's going to make bank at some point.
In there, I'm sniffing away.
Half the property, half of Victoria's landmass. Here we go. And he's in the meeting and says, oh, sorry, Zave, your parents both trampled by an elephant. It was really sad, but they're both gone.
But I'm sitting there going, I'm not tearing about this. Keep going. I've done my 48 hours of grieving.
Okay,
Quick.
to the kids, there's a small
Shiva?
trust fund made up, but for the rest of the money is going to the Essendon Football Club.
Yeah.
And you'd say, so what do you mean by the rest of the money?
I-
So, literally every dollar, every piece of land, every house
Yep.
is going to the
The
Essendon.
mighty
I
Bombers.
would get in the car, drive up to the Lakes Entrance Cemetery. I'd dig Dad back up. I'd start performing CPR. I'd bring him back for a minute. I'd tell him to change the bloody the wheel as I'm 30 and 2 or whatever they do, the chest compressions. And I'd be like, right, bang, cover him back up, put him back down, head back to the lawyer. He's still at the house.
Got
He's
it,
still
got
there.
it.
I say,
Still there.
Here's the amended edition. Funnily enough, Essendon miss out, and
We're back
it's all coming to us.
We're back in. Can you imagine that? It's just the cheek of these clubs.
Oh,
Like, I get it. Some people,
Well, I need to know what they make out of it.
how many people are actually signing
So
up?
people actually do it.
I can,
people
I
actually
can
do it.
understand if you're like, if you had a lot of money and you were like, you know what, I'll pay my membership every year for 20 years and that'll go to the club. Like, if you really, because some people for these clubs, it's like their life. Like, they really love it. But there's got to be a line. Like, this is
there's
for
a
your
lot.
family.
Death should be the
Death is
line.
the line.
Yeah.
Imagine,
can't-
because the lad who tweeted it was like,
Yeah.
I've just seen my mum or my
send it to his
nana's mail.
Well, and they might be, I wonder if they're targeting the oldies. Who are just like, I don't know what's
think
going on.
There's
Yeah.
got to be like in their like CRM, like the customer thing. It's going to
Yeah.
be like they've just ticked over this age. Send this letter.
It goes to me. Have you done a will?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably need, probably need to update it. a bit.
I did one at Christmas time. Dad gave it to me for Christmas.
Oh,
A will.
go and do a will.
I haven't even told Em's brother who listens to this that he's got the kids. But with the kids, he gets the money.
Oh, that's
So
good.
it's
That's
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then the other half goes to the GWS Football Club for Ted's trust.
Okay, my third least hot or third hottest now. We're into the top three category. Okay. I think that in the Brownlow medal count this year, when all is said and done, and the top three names are up on the podium, if they had a podium, I'm not sure what the order is, but I think a player from the Brisbane Lions will be in one of the spots.
Gasp.
Nope. Will. I think
Ashcroft.
Will Ashcroft, he's a proven vote getter.
Yeah.
I watched him yesterday again and went, this kid is everywhere. He moves like a vote getter.
Blonde hair
He gets
helps.
so much of the footy. I think Neil is just getting a bit older. I think it's going to be his midfield.
Yeah.
And it might be his midfield now.
So there's a part yesterday where I'm more of a Jasper man. We've worked
I know,
it
you're
out.
a Jasper man. We both love both.
And it just summarised, and we love both. But Jasper, I think, did a one-arm tackle, got a holding the ball, handballed it to Will Ashcroft, who then ran and then tried to do a loopy, rather than making the right decision, he tried to get a 1-2. You know, who went after him for doing 1-2s? Someone
Probably Kane. I'm assuming.
handballed, a hospital handball. The poor bastard sitting under it got absolutely smashed. And Will was just trying to get a 1-2.
He's a playmaker.
Yeah, he's a playmaker.
I think.
Mate, we all love
Look,
him. We
I
all
might
love
be a
him. We
year.
all love
I
him.
might be a year early on this, but I think this kid is going to be in the
Will
mix.
Ashcroft for Brownlow.
Top three. Top three Brownlow. Again, I had top five and just turn up the heat on. You go up to the gas and you just turn it up a little bit. I've done that.
Okay.
Just turned it up.
All right, my third prediction.
Talk about Smokies. He'd be paying 100 plus, wouldn't he?
But Brownlow, no, he's won 2 norms.
Nah, let me have it.
Surely
I reckon he'd be out there.
All right. Having already infiltrated Ryan Daniels' backyard professionally, Tom Morris will purchase a unit in the Maylands Bayswater area to better stay across WA yarns and make a play for the hosting roller telethon.
Wow. Because he can't talk about footy, but he can talk about
You
telethon.
can talk about the kids.
To be honest with you, I would feel much better if Tom Morris was auctioning my testicles than you.
Or you hold a separate auction and he can just auction.
Will
off
Ashcroft,
your
$18 to win.
Is that it?
Yeah.
To win the Brownlow.
Well, maybe it's not that hot.
No, it's not.
I thought that was a really spicy take.
He's won like 50 games. He's got 2 norms.
What?
He's 1, 2, 3,
Hasn't
4.
played 50, actually.
He's 5th favourite.
Are you kidding me?
You went after him for a soft take earlier.
Oh, round. That's nuts. I wouldn't even bet on that. And I think it's going to be top 3.
Actually, I should. Every time Rhino does a soft one, we should have to play the opening ceremony.
Oh, jeez. I've got 2 real good ones coming.
Okay.
So Tom Morris is going to purchase property in Perth
Well,
and just
I-
increase his footprint.
I am.
Okay. What?
He's already got an investment. He's staying in your pool house.
I have a feeling that maybe he might be spreading the wings a little bit more.
What do you mean?
I think he might be looking at like 2 other footy states.
As in what to live in?
2 timeshare.
You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead.
Look at him.
He's good.
A little
Welcome
bit
him with open
interested.
arms.
A little bit
There's plenty of
interested.
space in this building.
You had
Is
the
he
challenge-
actually a 7? Do we
was-
talk about that yet?
was-
That
was
he's
he-
a
I
7?
don't
Are you
know anything
allowed
about
to?
Was he at the meetings on
Was he
Monday,
on the
Tuesday?
boat?
The launches? No,
No.
he wasn't there.
The rules or whatever you had.
Yeah,
to
no,
do.
he wasn't there.
No, okay.
No mention.
Okay.
Doesn't cover football.
No. Was he at the cricket?
I'm
That
not
was
sure.
cricket.
Is
Yeah.
he reporting on politics? Or
I'm not
was
sure.
he-
Oh, God, did you hear that call? They're obviously calling the World Cup off the TV.
The
It's
cricket.
a beautiful to the boundary and it's out.
Happens. It happens all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
All the time.
That is
And I'm
tough.
so pumped that Steve Smith left Live Golf. He had his 3rd beer in his hand and he got asked to fly to India to run water for the shittest T20 side we've ever put on paper. Anyway, we move on. All right, here's a take. Here's a headline. So you know you said
This
it
is
can
your
be,
second hottest take. No, third.
No,
third.
third.
but you
You're
know you
coming up
said it
second.
can be a media thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is a headline. Elite on field, deleted off field. Top 20 player banned for life. I don't know what it's around, whether it's gambling, drugs, drink driving, or criminal action. A top 20 player, or we're going to say a player on $1 million will be banned for life this season at some stage.
Banned for life.
Life.
No one's ever been banned for life.
Life.
Does that even happen?
And that's my third. That's my third
That's
take.
not even. You just literally haven't put
No.
a single name on it.
Well-
you haven't even named the crime. You're
No.
just saying somebody
No,
will
no.
get banned forever.
Well, I wrote 12 months. It'll be a 12-month ban.
Oh, so it's not forever then.
Well, 12 months is a lot.
It's not forever.
So superstar,
significant.
so elite on field, deleted by
So
off
a
field.
top 20 player. So that's a
gonna
pretty
have-
good player.
Correct. He's going to have a 12-month holiday, and I reckon even longer. I don't know why, and I don't have any insight on anything. I've just written gambling, drugs, drink driving, or something along
Or
those
some
lines.
combination of all of them.
I think the walls are going to come
the same
crashing
time.
down on someone.
The walls are going to come crashing down. Is this based on? It's not based on any intent.
No, hand on heart on my
just
kids.
make-
On my kids.
Drink driving while backing himself the first goal at the same
Zero-
time.
He
zero
just didn't have
intel.
enough takes, and
Yeah.
so he just made this.
Oh, no, I've still got a couple of
Okay.
goodies.
All right, mine too.
You said you wanted a media one.
Okay, here's one. I didn't say. I said you can do media one.
Well, there's one. They're going
Okay.
to chase a bloke who's banned for 12
Here we
months.
go. This is a hot take. The coach of Tasmania won't be Nathan Buckley. It will be John Longmire.
Oh, the horse.
John Longmire
What's he
will
doing?
jump the queue because we all know that Buckley, he's at Geelong.
He's out
He's
Geelong.
learning how to do it. And he was the guy. I reckon Buckley's cooling.
You reckon?
I reckon there might be cooling on him. I'm just
AFL cooling on Buckley.
maybe
Geelong aren't
Tassie,
impressed.
maybe
Maybe it's the
Tassie.
Geelong, yeah, Geelong. How's he going?
Maybe the Melbourne process wasn't that great. I just think
Did he even run for the Melbourne process? Though? Didn't he say no?
No, I thought he did.
I think John Longmire would be the front of the queue now. There you go. There's
Is
a hot
that
take.
knowledge?
Partly based on knowledge. Yes.
Okay.
I think that is a real thing that's
And
in
you
play.
would say that? I would say it's a good thing.
Horse, that'd be great.
Yeah.
It'd be great for him. But Bucks would be great too. I mean, I don't know those guys individually,
Yeah.
but they're all good coaches.
No,
Can't find a market.
Chris
it's a
Scott's a
win-win.
good coach too, but he probably wouldn't go, would he?
Chris Scott.
Nah.
I've heard his name mentioned, but I think that
Been
would
there for
probably just more of a
Yeah.
throw his hat in the ring because
Yeah.
he's the best coach.
Yeah.
But I have heard.
No,
his name
look,
mentioned. But
I think the fit's pretty easy. Like,
if I had to bet on it now, I'd bet Longmire.
there's some good coaches that
Put
came
it that
out.
way. Yep.
Horse
That's pretty hot.
It's not bad.
Hey,
5.
mate, if that happens, that's pretty good.
Mate, he's second favourite.
Yeah, other
Oh, is he at
candidates.
the? Is there a
it
betting
says
market?
Nathan Buckley's a favourite. Other candidates include Chris Fagan, John Longmire, and
Oh,
Chris
come on.
Scott.
Mate, you picked the second favourite.
Okay, well, my
Now,
next one's...
let me get this. Hang on, let me just think how I've got to get back on my feet. Shit, that knocked me over.
Damn it.
A coach who finished 12 months ago,
Wait till you see
who's
my...
a premiership coach, who
Like-
coached at Sydney, and he's known as like one of the great not what do they call the Sydney Swat? One of the Bloods.
The Bloods.
He's
And a shin
gonna-
boner.
and a great shin boner.
and a shin boner, and have a great culture and build environments and build teams. He's going to be up for
But
a
no,
job.
but everyone thinks Buckley's the guy, right? Everyone thought it was just, it's done. Okay?
Okay.
Wait till you find my next one.
All right.
It's about Brisbane winning the flag.
All right.
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, Brisbane win the flag. Will Ashcroft,
Okay.
Norman Smith.
Oh, you guys better be good here.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
dialing it up.
So mine's going back to
You've
Rhino's
gone the
first
second
one.
favourite again.
That's a big
You've
story.
gone the
Third
fifth favourite for
favourite?
the Brownlow to be top three.
If that story happens, it's a big story.
Yeah, but it's not like...
I've just got back on my feet again. Stop saying it. I keep falling over.
All right, we're going back to your first one. Actually, we're talking about GWS midfield.
Oh, here we go.
There'll be a man at GWS who steps into the midfield to replace Tom Green. It starts as an experiment with 2 to 5 CVDs, and then by the end of the season, it's expanded into a permanent role, helps catapult a patchwork GWS up to 7th place on the ladder. Joe Fonte.
I reckon that's the only.
Joe Fonte, the midfielder.
I reckon that's
Yep.
the only other GWS player Nick knows.
Yeah. That's a wild
Darcy
one.
Jones,
And-
but he's
and-
injured.
That is a wild.
injured.
That is a wild throw.
This is how it's, and I've even given you the timeline and the progression.
But also, what about how
Kevin,
Joe
Kevin
Fonte's
watch.
my man?
Yeah.
I introduced him into the program,
He's-
and now
I've taken him.
Now you're taking him and trying to like over mention him so you
He's
can try and claim it. But
Well-
we all know where the foundations were set.
Oh, absolutely.
Joe Fonte, midfielder.
Driven by a desire to be the best player in his family.
He is. Joe Fonte is probably going to go to the midfield.
I actually think he's got midfield traits. This is why it's not like an
I
outlandish.
feel like he's the guy who's going to move into the Whitfield space.
Yeah, but Whitfield's there still.
Yeah, but not for long.
So
And there's,
do we know?
there's spots in the middle.
Do we know why Whitfield didn't play State of Origin?
Don't know.
Too many guys going
Was
sideways
he
already.
Was he selected?
I don't think so.
No, it's
I don't
weird.
remember.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, that's
Joe
yeah,
Fonte.
Okay.
Joe
I mean,
Fonte.
I guess
and they,
it's
and they
wild.
finished 7th. They're going to patchwork their way to 7th.
Get the wild card.
There's a couple of wild ones in
I'll
there.
tell you what, when we
Right.
get to the over-unders, you're going to find out.
Here we go.
It is a very hard ladder this year.
Here we go. You want another headline?
Here we go.
This dog's day in the sun. This dog's day in the sun.
I think you've written headlines for all of them.
Jamara wins the Coleman at $81 and the Suns go on and win the flag. Bang!
Coleman and flag double.
Bang! 648 to 1.
Flag
Now that is out there. That is out there.
Jamara wins the Coleman.
The dog's day in the sun. You get it?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
headline,
yeah,
Used to be
bang.
a dog, and now he's a son.
So they go on to win the flag.
It's a good
He has to
headline.
play well.
Yeah.
He's playing well. He kicked, what did he kick? 40.
Well, he's going to have to kick about 80 to win the
His
Coleman.
last
yeah,
good
yeah.
season, it was 40 plus.
He
Wasn't he?
kicked 46 or something, and he was half going. We know he was half
So
going there.
he's going to be going that well that he's going to
Win
win the Coleman medal.
And he's going to. So he's got to kick more than 90 then.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he does. But he had 80 or 90 shots at goal. He had about 90 shots at goal in his last season at the Dogs. And as we know, things were just a bit rickety.
There's a little bit.
A little bit.
He's now in the Gold Coast Suns in a team that is second favourite for the flag.
That's hot.
We like it.
It's
a hot
hot.
take.
Suns are hot.
We
That's a
like
hot
it.
take.
Jamara, Coleman, Suns, flag,
Get on it.
bang. Have a buck on it.
And then who's
I
in the
wouldn't go
Brownlow
much
there?
more
Or are
than
you
that.
still, is that to come?
Noah Anderson
Noah
wins the
Anderson wins the
Brownlow.
Brownlow.
Jamara's going to win that too.
Let me work out
Double.
what the odds of that are.
Oh, he'd have to be.
No, I can work it out in 1 sec. Hang on.
Oh, you're going to multi it all.
Yep.
Jesus.
Hang on. 648 times.
And then you're going to leave it all to
21.
the Suns.
$13,608 to 1. That combo.
Suns flag, Noah Brownlow, Jamara Coleman.
Have $1 on it.
$1. I'll take
I wouldn't
$1.
go much more than $1 though. Okay, here's my last hot take / prediction. Do you know what I noticed at Origin? I was keeping my eyes open for a lot of things because there was a lot of big names in town, a lot of players, a lot of officials, a lot of everybody. And there was one thing that I reckon 5 times it made me go, huh, that's interesting. Because a lot of these players and coaches were building relationships, right, over the course of the weekend. And everyone was talking about, Sam Mitchell, how many coffees did he
I
get?
remember Kenning's comments were just directed just straight at Sam Mitchell.
Probably. But, it's a real thing, right? Because these guys don't probably get to hang out that much.
I think
and
more
it's-
player to player. Like
I think we
now,
said, yeah,
now
well,
they're saying they're mates. And
You've
all
just
that
got someone to text
There you
when
go.
stuff
It's-
comes
Yeah,
up.
you've got to
funny
start a point.
you say that.
Yep.
Now, on the Thursday night, which was the first time I'd seen the players, first time I saw them was when they're all coming off the bus and they're coming in. And there was two blokes standing next to each other that don't play for the same team, and they were getting along like a house on fire. I was like, there you go. Didn't think much of it. And then I'm backstage and I'm waiting to go on and do my announcements in my, my Craig Willis voice. And there were two, and again, this is an hour and a half later, same two blokes hanging out. Yeah. This time they're whispering to each other, tapping each other, look like they're best mates. I was like, geez, these two, I didn't know they were.
This is pretty clean.
I didn't know they were tight. Yeah. Right? Then it gets to Friday at training, they're doing the same thing, like they're hanging out on the side. Wherever I saw one of them, the other one was there.
Yep.
The whole weekend. And even pre-game, post-game, they're out on they were besties.
I'm about to start Googling pretty quick.
BFFs.
Yep.
And it just so happens that one of them is the guy that everybody wants.
So Zach Butters.
The guy that everybody wants. Yeah. And the other man who was standing next to him plays for a club.
Collingwood.
Correct.
Oh.
Plays for a club that might be in need of an injection of something or a few things. Nick Dacos and Zach Butters are the new BFFs.
Yeah.
Those two were inseparable. And I kept looking at them going, something's happening here. Now, either, look, I might not know of their previous relationship. Yeah. Maybe they're from the same.
There's a bit of a gap.
Well, I thought that too, right? There's at least a year or two.
I'm just searching what Josh Dacos's relationship could be with
Zach
Butters.
Maybe it's that.
Even there's a bit of a gap.
But Butters is from like the back end of nowhere, isn't he?
This felt like a new relationship that had just been sparked up. And I don't know if it was Nick being smart and going, you know what?
I need some help.
Well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like, imagine, like Collingwood's prospects, we think are going off a cliff, right?
Yes.
Imagine if you just put in a Zach Butters, maybe you get a Ben King as well. Suddenly you're feeling pretty good about Collingwood.
How would you? That's like a. Would you be shocked if at the end of the year they go Butters and King?
Not at all, but I did notice them two together on TV, by the way. That's why I said Collingwood.
You did notice? Okay, keep an eye on it because that's my prediction. Zach Butters will play for Collingwood next year. So the end of this year, I think he won't sign and we'll hear that he's going to Pies.
You heard Chad Corns? 99% leaving.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he say that?
Yes. Yes.
I'm feeling. Can I bet on this?
He just left the club.
Can I bet on this?
Collingwood. Yeah, I'll give you a little look at that. I mean, I'm not giving you the Jamara into flag odds, but I'll give you a little look.
That's a very good hot take.
I would say that'd be the favourite club you'd go to.
No, because everyone's talking about the Hawks and the Dogs. I'm telling you, Nick Dacos was on a recruiting mission.
Of course he was, but also if you're Zach Butters, who his footy takes a decent hit when he gets tagged or attention because he's just a bit slighter.
Imagine playing next to Nick and Josh.
He's not going to get it. Like
Nick's pretty good.
Nick just, those two would be awesome. I had so much trouble game day working out who was who out of them two.
Yeah, we're saying the numbers.
Yeah, so much trouble.
I'm telling you.
All right.
It's a thing.
All right.
Jeez, that was good.
Halfway through the season, Xavier Ellis will half-jokingly throw up this person's name in coaching discussions and it will grow legs, unbeknownst to us.
Not another Danny Daly.
Until he's properly in line for a head coaching job by the end of the season and potentially even wins one. That man is Matt Spanger from the Hawthorn Football
that's
Club.
Spanger.
So at some point, a coach will lose their gig, and
then
Xavier will mention
in a
Matt
Danny
Spanger.
Daly fashion, will throw Matt Spanger,
He'll
who's
say
now
something like, he'll go, don't rule out Matt Spanger.
Can you remember when I threw Danny Daly in as like, and it was a front page of the paper?
Well, I tweeted it.
So exactly like,
and I wasn't alone. Once I tweeted it, there was other people tweeting it. It became a thing.
Did I tell you?
But it's believable because he's a really good football person.
Well, and that's why
highly respected.
Because Spang was at Collingwood and then at the Western Bulldogs as a forward line coach, and I think it was back line. And now he's been poached to go to Hawthorn as head of football strategy and projects.
So the only thing
that's a nice pathway.
The only thing is that's not coaching.
No, but that's it with Danny Daly.
So
not coaching.
But he stepped away from coaching.
But he's still a head of football strategy.
If Spang, if you do get the job, I'd love to be like your right hand sort of enlist or something. That'd be good.
It's pitching for jobs for a bloke who doesn't even have the job.
I've got a few of those. I've got a few of those sitting there bubbling away.
Yeah, right.
Where I've said, when you get a coaching job,
call me.
Give me a
call.
Yep.
Michael Barlow, you'd have one there.
Yeah, go on, Meg.
Yep.
And then he's got a bunch of unanswered unanswered texts of Sam Mitchell. Hey mate, just want to cash in on that.
Remember what I said a few years ago when you ever got the gig?
Yeah. I don't think I could do that at the moment. But anyway, okay. Last but not least.
Oh, this will be good.
Now, I rearranged my order a little bit because we've already spoken about this person and I didn't want to come off the back of the same thing.
Okay.
It's lukewarm.
Lukewarm. If I had a gun to my head, I am having some pennies on Noah Anderson to win the Brownlow. Mm-hmm. He's my number one seed.
Very safe.
$21.
Is that your take? Your take is Noah Anderson?
No. This man's father wandered in on Brownlow night and was the $1.90 favourite. Didn't win, but was favourite. This man polled 6 votes last year.
Oh.
This man's going into his 5th season of football.
Going to kick 90 goals?
This man's plays between 80 and 94% game time.
Is he going to kick 90
goals? This man had 6 games kicking 4 goals or more last year.
He's going to kick 90 this year.
He had 7 games where he took 4+ contested marks. I'm budgeting 20% growth there. Sam Darcy wins the Brownlow.
Is this actual?
Sam Darcy wins the Brownlow at 100 to 1.
You've danced with this.
No, umpires have stats now. So all of a sudden, contested marks, goals, and all that sort of shit matters because they can see it.
That's right.
So maybe the contested marks become my clearance. At 100 to 1, there'll be a stage I can guarantee where we have a cash out far better than our investment. Whether he goes on to win the Brownlow or not, time will tell. It's 100 to 1. I'm having a look at it. Sam Darcy, he's the number 1 best player in the competition at the moment.
What if you put him in Brownlow Coleman double? Can you do a double?
Oh, wow.
I reckon I can.
Because if he's kicking 90, he's going to be a chance for
But
both.
you know what I mean? I just think the umpires, and I'm only doing off the umpires being able to...
Yeah, I like that take on it. The umpires can see and they'll measure up. They can't just do disposals.
It'd be interesting to see what disposals, what stats they get, though. I don't think they're getting like...
Look at the
No, they're getting enough.
The whole lot?
Yep, they're not getting the short shit. No, you can't multi him up. No, but it would be 500 to 1.
I like that. So that'd be the first key forward since what? Plugger.
Yep. I'm just saying, 6 Brownlow votes, thing of the past last year. 5th season, 20% growth, 20% better player, best player in the comp.
Kane Corns 6 last year.
Kane Corns came out and said he
Number one.
He's getting so much. He had no attention last year leading into the season. He's the hottest prospect we've had in the game for a long time.
Oh! Can I do one bonus one?
But that's a pretty hot take too.
I like that.
100 to 1. 100 to 1 for a forward to win the Brownlow. You gave me Will Ashcroft to finish top 3.
Can I do one?
Do you want me to edit that take out?
No.
We can do it.
Can I replace it with this one?
What do you got?
Prediction, and this, I don't know if this is out there or not, but there was a lot of buzz on the weekend about who might be the grand final entertainment. Is this out there?
Kesha.
No. Is this out there?
Say it and I'll say if I've heard it.
Foo Fighters.
They're coming here in January.
They are coming here January. Triple M are
partners or something.
I think that's, if I had to guess right now, that would be my guess.
Foo Fighters would be brilliant.
That would be my guess.
Foo Fighters would be wicked.
That fits our, was it the 15-year?
But why would they?
Space.
Why would the Foo Fighters
come
back September to January?
Maybe they just get here early.
January 25, I think they're playing.
Maybe they spend
That's
4
the only
months.
thing, yeah. If there's any exclusivity around their venues.
It's a while.
When does the tour start? Is the tour start in November? Or is it like where Perth's the first stop?
No, I feel like we probably would be nearly first.
I think there might also be exclusivity with the venue in state, like the only Victorian gig, but there's a bit to work through.
Look, we'll see. I'm just throwing a dart. That's a dart.
Okay.
Foo Fighters would work.
It's still a better dart than Will Ashcroft.
Oh, come on. I didn't know he was that far up the
fit.
list. That's unbelievable.
He's going to rise 2 places higher.
Today, we are part of something truly special.
What was I doing? What was I doing?
I'm glad you've
I
just
can't even
taken
defend it. I can't even defend it. I listened back and I was like, they must have tampered with that. They've done the whole, what's the Kanye used to do?
The auto-tune.
Auto-tune.
But I thought they must have done
Rebecca
something
Black.
to you to try and make
Doesn't
it
sound like me
clearer
at all.
or something. But
Hey,
hey,
something Craig Willis' voice.
before we do wrap again, another reminder, thegame.com.au, we need your help and we actually need a bit of support from our listeners who we love dearly. Join our footy tipping comp and the code to our group is null. So put that in NULL.
All caps.
We've
No
been
spaces.
telling people around here how rabid the getters are, the hard gets audience, hard ballers.
Yeah.
It would be nice for us to present that we have a nice listenership and,
Yes.
So if you do, we're going to give away a $500.
There'll also be a link in the description.
There'll be a link in the description show
as well.
notes.
There we go.
Link in the
The old
notes.
show
So
notes.
Makes it so easy for you. And you can download the app. It's called The Game.
yeah.
It's
Let's
really
put
easy.
it this way. If we get the biggest biggest group on the platform. We
It'd
might,
make it-
might even be able to start in mid-January.
That's
make
what we're
our
going
life.
for.
It'd make
we,
our
might
life.
be, we might be a 12-month podcast if you can keep this going.
And of course, just by signing up into our little group, $500 gift voucher, our winner will take a $1,000 gift voucher. But then, of course, there are weekly prizes, $50,000 thanks to Tab Touch, the
As
top
the
tipper,
overall top tipper.
all that sort of stuff. So
I tell you what,
$1,000
and I tell you
around.
what, whoever
Thanks,
wins
Thirsty Camel.
ours will come in and they can join a podcast for
and they can do a podcast
because they
with us.
clearly know more than us.
They
anyway.
can do a podcast with us.
Come in and do an episode with us.
Code null, or the link is in our episode description this week.
All right. So thank you for joining us on this very special day, and we'll see you next time.